Well, hello and welcome.
Hello.
Melissa's with me.
I am.
So that only means one thing.
What's
It's
that?
pub lunchtime.
Food.
And this week is the turn of the old house in Llangynwyd near Maesteg, South Wales.
And it's a new one for us.
Yep, a new one. So let's go.
Let's go.
So welcome to the hilltop village of Llangynwyd near Maesteg in South Wales. And as you can see, the weather isn't too good. I was hoping to show you the view down the valley, down the Llynfi Valley, but it's a bit drizzly and misty. So before we go in for lunch, I was going to show you a bit of the village and tell you a bit about the history of the place. So I'm in the churchyard, and this is dedicated to St Kenod, where Llangynwyd gets its name from, and it dates back as a religious centre to the 6th century. But the church you see behind me, that building dates back to the 14th century. So the side of the church is giving me some shelter. That square tower there, that dates from the 15th century, but it was heavily restored in 1893. And bizarrely, this church has got the biggest private cemetery in Europe, just over there. As you can probably hear, the rain is coming down quite heavily now. I think the cemetery is owned by the Church of Wales. Not sure, but I think that's the owner. Anyway, let's find some shelter before I tell you more about this area. Back to the church itself. So I found a bit of shelter in the porch of the church. It is a very quiet little village, and this was typical of Wales until the Industrial Revolution. Up until the early 1820s, the population of Wales was only 500,000, and by the 1920s, the population had grown to 2,600,000 because of the influx of people to work in the mines and the ironworks, especially in this area, the South Wales valleys. But this area, Maesteg, back in the day, they had lots of ironworks, there were coal mines, and the coal produced in this valley was some of the finest in the world, especially house coal and steam coal. In fact, the Cunard line in the Mauritania, when it broke the transatlantic speed record, it was fueled entirely on coal from this valley. The last of the mines eventually closed in 1985. Well, what I may do is come back in the summer when the weather's better and make a video dedicated to this area and its history. Definitely when the weather's better. Anyway, let me tell you about the pub, the old house. Well, the old house, or as it's called today, the old house 1147, and that date refers to probably the first pub that was on the site, dating back to the 12th century. But the building we're going to go to today, that dates from the 17th century with later additions, and the latest being the extension on the back that gives really good views when it's not like this, down the valley. And it's become a popular wedding venue apparently because of that new extension and the views and the gardens. I nearly forgot to mention some famous people have been to the pub as well. Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor, as well as David Bowie. I don't think they came all together. Burton and Taylor were together. I think Bowie came later. Anyway, I'm getting quite wet, also hungry. I think it's time for lunch. Let's go get Mel. She's in the car, being sensible.
Hello.
I'm wet.
Are you?
Let's go get some lunch. The staff are friendly, aren't they?
She was.
Yeah. Mel doesn't know what to have.
I mean, we could have a pie, but that pie.
Don't have a pie.
Why?
You always have
I
pies.
know.
I think I'll have the Morgan risotto, Philly cheese, apple and Welsh beer chutney, and the chicken and bacon linguine. So what are you having now?
I haven't got a clue. I'm not allowed to have a pie. I don't think that's particularly fair. Marcus told me I'm not to have pie. So I'm not really sure. I could have the massaman curry, or they had chicken Milanese on the normal menu, which I do rather like as well. I don't know. But I do know that I'm going to have the cheesecake for dessert, so always sort out the desserts first.
Mel's on the hard stuff.
Nice.
Sparkling wild elderflower pressé. I've changed my mind again. I'm not going to have that. I'm going to have the garlic chicken with the truffle and parmesan chips as well. We can share.
I'm very disappointed in Marcus because he didn't go for the truffle chips in the
I've
end.
changed my mind.
He changed his mind yet again, but I went for the lamb rump, minted lamb rump with crushed new potatoes. It sounded quite nice, not too heavy, because this is lunch and I am on dessert, so I've got to keep the space.
My rissoles arrived. Mel's gonna try a bit of my rissole, not for the first time.
Ooh, it's cheesy.
You're not going to see much of my face today in this video because I'm in shadow. You'll just see my plate instead. And Mel's more attractive face. Mel was saying it's quite warm. In this cozy, not hot.
For a big venue.
For a big venue, it is quite cozy in here. Mel, I enjoyed my starter. It's good. So there's mine. It's like a breast of chicken with parmesan, the garlic sauce, on a potato rosti. Vegetables there. Mel's got, is that lamb?
With minted new potatoes, I think.
Yeah, so
Broccoli and vegetables.
lamb, minted new potatoes, broccoli and veg.
Crushed new potatoes.
I started. The crushed potatoes are nice, and you can taste slight mint in the gravy. Nice. Very big portion for lunch.
I'll leave you in peace then. Enjoy.
Go on then, leave me in peace.
It does taste the garlic.
Is it? Is it garlic and white wine sauce?
Yeah, garlic and a cream sauce and cheese.
It is expensive. But you like use this flat scraper, you like scrape it onto the wall of
My half-time break. The sauce was tasty. I think slightly under-seasoned for my taste, but Still nice though. And Mel's enjoying hers as well, as you can see.
Very tasty.
Very tasty, she said.
A little bit overdone, but nice. That was very, very tasty. Just the right amount of seasoning. The mint wasn't overpowering. There's a big piece of lamb, quite filling, but I'm really glad I had it. It was really good.
Drink's coming.
The drink's coming.
I finished. I just can't eat that last bit of chicken. There was a lot of meat, wasn't there, Mel? Yeah. Not complaining. I'm completely stuffed again. You've got dessert though, haven't you? Enjoy.
I picked that because I thought it was going to be a lighter option.
It's noisy. Give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down. A double thumbs up. I'm not going to have anything. They had their the starter. But Mel's going to go for the cheesecake. Sounds interesting. That's the farm near Porthcawl in Kennelly. Mel's desserts arrived. Look at that.
Looks nice. Very good. You can taste the biscoff. It's like a caramelised biscuit. And there's a slight hint of like cinnamon, I think. So like that must be the Barra brick. So fruity bread, fruity cake. You can tell it's homemade as well. The crunch at the bottom as well with the biscuit.
I'll leave you in peace. I'll leave you in peace.
That's a very good cheesecake.
Mel, I think you finished that.
I thought it was an exceptional dessert.
It's all gone, Mel. Stop scraping. Another double thumbs up from Mel.
That's a quadruple thumbs up.
Quadruple thumbs up. So Mel's checking the bill. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think so.
And the total is $44.40. Well, we're back in the car because the weather's horrible. It's raining quite heavily. So we're going to do the summing up here. By the way, we pay for this ourselves. We're not sponsored. We haven't been asked to visit. It's not fixed or anything like that. We come here purely on recommendations. And a couple of friends said this place was really good. So I'm completely stuffed again.
Refitting mincer.
So that was the old house, Llangynwyd near Maesteg. And I really enjoyed that.
Yes, I think mine was really good as well. Very tasty the lamb was. Really lovely, not too overpowering minty gravy, and lovely crushed new potatoes, nice veg, and my dessert.
I would come here again.
Yes, on a sunny day. So
It's funny how you read reviews and you turn up and it's totally different.
Yeah.
Like I read the reviews and they said the service is a bit slow and maybe not up to par. But the service we had was excellent.
Yes, definitely.
Especially the waiter
Waitress.
and waitress.
Yes.
Rianne, wasn't it?
Rianne,
She
yeah.
was really good. Well,
Yeah,
all the
good.
staff were good. So
Yeah.
maybe I think what could be happening on the weekends or busy times, it may be different. But
And the portion
today,
sizes.
like we can't comment for any other time, but today we had really good service.
The portion sizes were big. That lunch, the lamb I had was a really big piece of lamb.
Yeah, like I said, like it's not the cheapest lunch, is it?
No.
But the quality was good, and
Yes.
that's it for the day now. We're just going to have a snack tonight.
Yeah, a bit of toast maybe.
Anyway, that's another Welsh country pub lunch.
And one that I'm really pleased we went to. I thought it was
Good.
very good.
Anyway, time to go home for a sleep. We'll see you in the next video. Anyway, bye.
Goodbye.